Hi, I'm Morgan, and today I want to talk about two things that I learned in theater as a teenager that I'm having to unlearn as an adult. First of all, I was taught to audition for everything. I realized that this is because there are a limited amount of live physical theaters that are staging shows each season, at least in my geographic area, and so I was taught to audition for everything with the idea that it would be easier for me to get employment if I did that. Because if I was super picky with roles, there was a chance I wouldn't even be cast in anything during a given season, and so it would be easier for me as an actor to get consistent work if I was very open in the types of roles that I was auditioning for, and if I was auditioning for everything. But as someone who is doing projects on the internet, it's like there are a lot more people out there putting up like their auditions for things, and some of these are not projects that I think are even going to be completed, or else maybe the director is terrible to work with. Sometimes these are not even paid, and so I am quickly learning, like, hey, I should not be auditioning for everything. There are definitely projects that it's like, this is not a good fit for me, I should not be auditioning for this, and I'm still having to unlearn this idea that, oh, I should still audition anyway just because that's what I was taught. And secondly, yes and. Yes and is a rule in improv. Like, I was taught if I'm on stage in improv, like, I should always say yes and. I should build up based upon whatever was said before me. And I was also, like, very much so taught to just go along with whatever the director threw out there. And I am realizing that it's like that made it much harder for me to advocate for myself. And that there are definitely times where it's like, if I'm collaborating with someone and they are pushing boundaries, that is not okay. That's not okay. There was one project I did on my YouTube channel a while ago where I collaborated with someone else to read one of their poems, and I was acting in good faith. And that person decided to write a poem that was not necessarily appropriate, but I still went through and posted it on my channel because I was taught in theater, yes and. I was taught in theater to just go along with whatever the people who you're collaborating with are throwing out there. And so I ended up going through with a project that was making me deeply uncomfortable. And so I really think that teaching people yes and, especially teenage girls, is a terrible idea because as someone on the internet, women are often subject to sexual harassment. There is no getting around this. Women on the internet are oftentimes just like sexually harassed. And I wish that YouTube would do more to protect female content creators. I wish that society would do more to educate men on how to behave in a professional manner. But I've quickly had to realize that I need to be setting hard boundaries for my own safety, and that I can't just do yes and go along to get along with people that I'm collaborating with on creative projects. So yeah, I hope that this video inspires you, and I hope that all of the young actors out there are staying safe. Bye!